If you're receiving Social Security or you're planning to claim it soon, you need to pay very close attention to what we're discussing today. Because as we move towards September 2026, several important Social Security updates, payment rules, and benefit changes are affecting millions of American retirees. The problem is that many seniors won't hear about these changes until they notice something different in their bank account, receive an unexpected letter in the mail, or make a costly decision that could affect their retirement income for years. And here's the truth. The Social Security system doesn't call every beneficiary to explain what's changing or remind them about important deadlines. It's your responsibility to stay informed. Today, we're going to walk through 9 important Social Security changes every senior should understand before September 2026. Some of these changes may affect how much money you keep each month, while others could influence future retirement decisions. Make sure you stay with me until the end because the final change is one that many retirees overlook, and ignoring it could become an expensive mistake. Before we begin, let's answer a question many retirees ask every month. Why does it always feel like Social Security rules keep changing? The answer is actually simpler than most people realize. Every year, Social Security adjusts to economic conditions, inflation, Medicare costs, administrative updates, and federal regulations. Some years the changes are large and make national headlines. Other years they're much smaller, quietly affecting payment schedules, income limits, benefit calculations, or eligibility rules without attracting much attention. Unfortunately, those quiet changes are often the ones retirees miss, simply because nobody explains them in plain English. Let's start with the first change. And it's one that affects nearly every person receiving retirement benefits. Your monthly Social Security payment should never be something you simply glance at before throwing away the statement. Every deposit deserves a quick review. Why? Because your payment isn't just one fixed number forever. Deductions for Medicare premiums, adjustments based on your personal circumstances, tax withholding elections, or corrections to your benefit record can all influence the amount that eventually reaches your bank account. Most months, everything looks exactly as expected. But the few minutes it takes to review your payment could help you notice a problem long before it grows into something much larger. Imagine a retired couple named James and Patricia. For years, they simply assumed their direct deposit would always be correct. Every month, the money appeared in their account, and they never thought much about it. Then, one afternoon, Patricia happened to compare this month's deposit with a statement from several months earlier. The difference wasn't enormous, but it was enough to catch her attention. After making a few phone calls, they discovered that a change affecting their deductions had gone unnoticed for several months. Fortunately, they identified it early enough to ask questions and understand exactly what had happened. The lesson wasn't that something was necessarily wrong with Social Security. The lesson was that paying attention matters. Now, let's move to the second change, because this one surprises many retirees every single year. As we approach September, many people begin hearing rumors online about special bonus checks, surprise payments, or secret increases supposedly approved for seniors. Social media posts spread rapidly, videos attract millions of views, and countless headlines promise thousands of dollars waiting to be claimed. The reality is much less dramatic. Most of these stories either misunderstand existing Social Security programs or exaggerate routine administrative updates into sensational headlines designed to attract attention. Before believing any article promising a hidden senior bonus or automatic extra Social Security payment, always verify the information through official sources. Misinformation spreads faster than facts, especially when money is involved. Picture Robert, a 72-year-old retiree who spends time reading financial news online every morning. One day, he finds an article claiming Congress has quietly approved a brand new payment for all retirees before September. The article includes official-looking photographs, patriotic graphics, and even quotes that appear convincing. Excited, Robert clicks the application link and begins entering personal information before stopping to think. Fortunately, his daughter asks where he found the article. Together, they discover it wasn't connected to any official government website at all. It was simply another example of misleading content designed to collect personal information and generate advertising revenue. That brings us to the third change, and it's one many retirees don't fully appreciate until they experience it themselves. As retirement continues, your financial needs don't remain exactly the same from year to year. Healthcare costs may increase, prescription medications change, housing expenses rise, insurance premiums fluctuate. Utility bills rarely stay constant forever. That's why periodically reviewing your retirement budget becomes increasingly important. Social Security was designed to provide an important foundation for retirement income, but many seniors discover that understanding where their money is going is just as important as understanding where it's coming from. Consider someone named Eleanor. She retired nearly a decade ago and initially believed her retirement budget would remain stable year after year. But by carefully reviewing her monthly expenses every few months, she noticed something interesting. Grocery prices had gradually increased. Home insurance premiums had risen. Medical expenses were becoming a larger part of her monthly budget. None of these increases seemed dramatic individually, but together they slowly reduced the amount of money available for savings and unexpected emergencies. Because Eleanor regularly reviewed her finances, she was able to make thoughtful adjustments before those rising costs created serious financial pressure. Now, here's the fourth Social Security change every senior should understand before September 2026. And this one involves something that many retirees underestimate: protecting your Social Security account from fraud. Unfortunately, scammers become increasingly active whenever there are discussions about benefit updates, payment adjustments, or government announcements. They know retirees are paying closer attention to their benefits, making it the perfect opportunity to send fake emails, text messages, or phone calls pretending to come from Social Security. They may claim your account needs verification, your payment has been delayed, or your benefits are at risk unless you act immediately. Their goal isn't to help you. Their goal is to create enough fear that you reveal personal information before taking time to think. And that leads us to something incredibly important. The next Social Security change isn't about the size of your check, your payment date, or your Medicare deductions. In fact, it involves a decision many retirees make without realizing it could influence their retirement income for years to come. Surprisingly, thousands of seniors make this decision every year believing they're helping themselves, when in reality they may be reducing future financial flexibility without even realizing it. That's exactly what we'll explore next. Now, let's continue with the fifth important Social Security change every senior should understand before September 2026. This one involves one of the biggest retirement decisions people make: when to claim Social Security benefits. Many people believe the moment they become eligible, they should immediately start collecting their benefits. After all, why wait for money that is available today? But the reality is that the age you choose to claim Social Security can have a permanent impact on the size of your monthly check for the rest of your life. Some seniors claim at 62 because they need the income immediately. Others claim at their full retirement age. Some choose to delay benefits even longer because they want a larger monthly payment later. The important thing to understand is that these choices are not equal. Claiming early usually means accepting a smaller monthly benefit, while delaying benefits can increase the amount you receive later, depending on your individual situation and eligibility. Imagine two neighbors, Frank and William. Both worked for nearly 40 years. Both paid Social Security taxes, both retired from similar careers, but their retirement decisions were different. Frank started collecting Social Security at age 62 because he wanted the money right away. William waited several years before claiming. 10 years later, William's monthly check was noticeably higher than Frank's. Frank initially believed the system had treated them differently, but the truth was simple. Their claiming decisions created different outcomes. Now, this doesn't mean everyone should wait until a later age to claim benefits. Every retiree's situation is different. Health, savings, family responsibilities, employment, and personal needs all matter. Someone facing financial hardship may have very different priorities than someone with significant retirement savings. The important lesson is not always claim early or always delay. The lesson is to understand that claiming Social Security is a major financial decision, not just a simple application. The sixth change every senior should know about involves Medicare and Social Security working together. Many retirees focus only on their Social Security deposit and forget that Medicare-related costs can affect the money they actually receive. For many beneficiaries, Medicare Part B premiums are automatically deducted from their Social Security payments. This means your Social Security increase or decrease isn't always the same as the amount you see deposited into your bank account. For example, a retiree may hear that Social Security benefits are increasing and expect their full increase to appear in their monthly deposit. But if Medicare premiums or other deductions change at the same time, the final amount may look different. This is why understanding your benefit statement is so important. Your gross Social Security benefit and your actual deposited amount are not always identical. Let's talk about Linda, a retired nurse who received Social Security every month and rarely looked at the details because everything seemed normal. One year, she heard about a Social Security increase and expected a larger deposit. When she noticed the amount was different than expected, she immediately assumed there was a mistake. After reviewing her information, she learned that other deductions and healthcare-related costs were affecting the final amount. Once she understood the difference between her total benefit and her actual deposit, the confusion disappeared. The seventh important change before September 2026 involves protecting your eligibility by keeping your personal information updated. This sounds simple, but many retirees forget how important basic account maintenance can be. Changes in your address, banking information, marital status, or other personal details can create unnecessary delays or confusion if they are not properly updated. Imagine moving to a new home after retirement, but forgetting to update your mailing information. Important notices about your benefits, healthcare, or account information could be sent to the wrong place. Or imagine changing bank accounts and not updating your direct deposit information correctly. These may seem like small mistakes, but small mistakes involving government benefits can create stressful situations. The eighth change is something that affects millions of retirees: the growing importance of protecting yourself from Social Security scams. As technology improves, scammers are becoming more sophisticated. Years ago, many scams were easy to recognize because the messages looked fake. Today, criminals can create professional-looking emails, realistic websites, and even use artificial intelligence to make phone conversations sound more convincing. A scammer may call and say, "We noticed suspicious activity on your Social Security account." They may already know your name, your approximate location, and some basic information about you. That information makes the call feel real. But the goal is always the same. They want access to your personal details, bank information, or account credentials. Remember this rule: never give personal information to someone who contacts you unexpectedly claiming to be from Social Security. If you're concerned about your account, end the conversation and contact the agency yourself using official contact information. A real organization will not pressure you into making immediate decisions over the phone. Now let's talk about the ninth and final change, and this is one of the most important because it involves something many retirees overlook. Your Social Security strategy should be reviewed regularly, not just once when you retire. Many people make a retirement decision at age 62, 65, or 70, and then never think about Social Security again. But life changes, your health changes, your spouse's situation may change, your financial needs may change, rules and economic conditions may change. A decision that made sense 5 years ago may not be the best decision today. Think about a retiree named Charles. When he first retired, he believed he had everything figured out. He chose his Social Security option, created his budget, and moved forward. Several years later, his financial situation looked completely different. His healthcare costs increased, his spouse passed away, and his expenses changed significantly. Because he reviewed his situation instead of ignoring it, he was able to understand what options were available and make better decisions going forward. So, let's quickly review the 9 important Social Security changes every senior should know before September 2026. First, review your Social Security payments and deductions carefully. Second, don't fall for fake bonus payment rumors or online misinformation. Third, regularly review your retirement budget because costs change over time. Fourth, protect your Social Security account from scams and fraud. Fifth, understand that your claiming age can have a major impact on your monthly benefit. Sixth, remember that Medicare costs can affect your final Social Security deposit. Seventh, keep your personal information updated to avoid unnecessary problems. Eighth, stay alert because Social Security scams are becoming more advanced. And ninth, remember that your retirement strategy should be reviewed as your life changes. The biggest mistake many retirees make is assuming Social Security is something they set up once and forget forever. But your retirement income deserves attention. The more you understand how the system works, the better prepared you are to protect the benefits you've earned through decades of hard work. Your Social Security check represents years of dedication, taxes paid, and contributions made throughout your working life. Don't let confusion, misinformation, or fear prevent you from making informed decisions about your retirement. If this video helped you understand these important Social Security updates, share it with another retiree, a family member, or someone who is preparing for retirement. Sometimes the information someone needs most is the information they never knew to look for. Subscribe for more simple explanations about Social Security, Medicare, retirement benefits, and financial updates.